got it. Done and got it. All righty, y'all. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here in Morocco at Northwest of Maxim. How are you? I and my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased here at 7HealStar.com, Astrology Firm. I'd like to welcome you all to our 7-day Tropic Medical Astro Weather Report. And I'm here with my magnificent and beloved brothers in whom I am well pleased, and they are...
Islam. I am Terrell Bay. How are you? I trust all is well.
Sauce.
Brother Sean and the ale. You all know all is well.
Really? Brave!
Is it really?
That's Brother Braveheart. You know what I'm saying, man? But you already know without further ado, y'all know we call Brother Sean Braveheart. Braveheart. Let's get it going, man. All right, so guys, I'd like to welcome to, without further ado, you know, I'm going to hit this screen share because we're going to give you flash testimonies today, guys. We're just going to pop, pop, pop. We're going to give it to you quick. And because, you know, you want to see how that energy flows, guys, you know, so that you can have exactly what you need in a short amount of time just for today, guys. Go back and check out that presentation yesterday off of Office Hours with Dr. G, where we gave true and faithful astrology and civics. I want you guys to go and get a hold of that and really take notes. Relax and take notes while I take. Okay, stop. So with that being said, we're going here and let's start it right here. All righty, guys. We'd like to show you, of course, our 7HealStar Astro calendar from March Aries 2022 to February Pisces 2023. Time never was when man was not, and we are quoting El Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, doing religious corporate activity by affidavit, being prophet, noble, Drew, Ali. All righty. So with that being said, I'm going to come here to the moon cycle. All righty. It deals with fire sign Sagittarius, the hunter or archer, anciently and contemporarily ruled by Jupiter. All right. It's the same moon cycle that it also has within it when the sun has already made technically its ingress not so long ago for the winter solstice. For the earth sign Capricorn, the sea goats, actually a sea goat, all righty, anciently and contemporarily ruled by Saturn. So guys, for this one here, this is for our 29th December 2022 to January 4th, 2023. So that means we're going into another moon cycle, a month term January, dealing with Janus worship, right? For those that are seemingly thinking, well, it's not the new year. You're correct, because it's not the vernal equinox. However, fiscally speaking, for those that are Federal Reserve agents under 12 United States Code 411, it's the fiscal new year for those Federal Reserve agents and all those that participate as if they are Federal Reserve agents, however, lacking a contract and oath of office and a certified statement that says that that's exactly what they are, right? So with that, this next moon cycle, this next month, Janus-sary, right, is with the earth sign Capricorn, the sea goat, anciently and contemporarily ruled by Saturn, and you already know the sun will then ingress. After its egress from Capricorn, it will ingress Aquarius, the air sign, the water bearer, pouring out that knowledge, right? Anciently ruled by Saturn, however, contemporarily ruled by Saturn with a co-rulership with Uranus, all righty? So that's why I just left it with Saturn and Uranus there instead of just doing Saturn again under the Aquarius portion. And that you guys will see, we will go over your Janus fiscal new year, right? And go back and look at our Intuition Monday, right? Where Brother Sean, Alim, L, and I go in on the Janus fiscal new year, sharing references from rvbaypublications.com and other sources also. Shout out to Mother Ross Mariah V. Bay. Also, where you guys can go to rvbaypublications.com and get just about any and everything you need to correct your concepts, provided you're sincere. All righty. So you guys will see that for Thursday, right? It is I, Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey, going in for those 4 testimonies and that 1 ingress, that lunar ingress, after a 4-hour and 16-minute void. Of course, Brother Sean has that heavy load of lunar sextile Saturn, right, for Friday, for Venus Day, which is Holy Day. Then on the 31st, our beloved brother, in whom we're well pleased, Brother Terrell Tamari Bey, gives you the sauce with those 3 testimonies there in that ingress after about a 4-hour and 24-minute void, of course. Then when we take our way over to January, Brother Terrell Tamari Bey, continuing with the sauce for the 1st January 2023, with those 3 testimonies there. Then for Moon Day, right, Brother Sean Alim L has just a little light load of about it's looking like 6 testimonies for aspects in 2 ingresses, 1 Venusian into Aquarius and 1 lunar into Gemini, which means there's going to be a trine between Luna and Venus. Looky, Astro Cookie, right? Wonder when that takes place. Oh, that's the actual last aspect, 4 hours after Luna. 4 minutes after Luna actually makes its ingress. That is actually beautiful to see. And Brother Sean Alimel also has a lunar void, of course, there at 1700 hours, 16 minutes, according to Eastern time, which is 5:16 post meridian Eastern. And that is for 3 hours and 53 minutes for that void, of course, moon. For Tuesday, it is I with those 2 testimonies. And then closing us out with the sauce is our beloved brother Terrell Tamari Bey, closing out for Wednesday for the 4th January 2023 with those 3 testimonies. However, ending it with a moon void, of course, that actually lasts for 14 hours and 8 minutes. So you guys already know when we get into these moon void, of course, we're letting you know, make no major transactions while the moon is void, of course. All righty, so let me get on back here to the zoom. All righty, and let me start my screen share here on this one. Hold on, just let me make sure though, however, we're already ready. 2 seconds. Make sure I'm on this Baltimore chart. Give me 1 moment. Boom, boom. All righty, Aphrodite. I already did the reset too on the computer, so let's actually see how this is gonna go. Tell me where to go. Tell me where to go. All righty, there we go. Put it on the Baltimore Transit. And bringing up this for you all, as you can see there in the lower right-hand corner, as the chart generates itself, right? Beautiful, right? It's funny, it had highlighted the Baltimore chart the whole time, but it's it's one of the bros. That's amazing how that actually happened. I think that's really wild, right? Interactive chart adjust. And here we go. Let me set this, make sure it's already set for the next, all righty, sunrise there for the 29th. And this is where I'll see exactly what's going on. You can see even right there, bros. Boom. All righty. Excellent. Let me come on back. Really? Is that what just happened? 29. Come on back to this Zoom. All righty. Let's actually see that generate. Do I have to relieve this computer of more things? Let's go right here. Sharing the screen and hitting the yes on that. As I also give my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased, Brother Terrell Tamari Bey, the remote control. All righty. Boom shakalaka. Interessante. Check this chat right here. Thank you for your patience in advance. That's interesting, bro. Okay. I think we're good in the neighborhood. All righty. And let me make sure here too, behind me, I zoom in on the portion in which I'm presenting. So for sunrise here, actually for 29th December 2022, is actually happening at 0700 hours, 30 minutes and 36 seconds. And again, thank you all for your patience in advance. What we actually have going on here for the 29th, right? December 2022. What we actually have going on here at sunrise, we're actually seeing at about 7 degrees, 45 minutes, guys. We're just really being creative with ourselves and finding the values and communicating something that's very transformative. However, when it comes to how we structure things and discipline ourselves, we really need to make sure that when we go behind the scenes in our thinking and how we actually serve things and sharing our possessions, actually, because serving your possessions would actually be sharing. You're really going to bring to the forefront and making sure that this is a lesson that the children are learning. So allow yourself to have fun in teaching, sharing lessons, right? A sharing lesson, right? That's what you're going to be showing. Now, way before sunrise at about 100 hours and 20 minutes, the first aspect I actually have is a lunar Plutonian sextile, actually, right? And that's cooking up, guys. You already know. It's just basically saying there's some growth opportunity between, home, well, actually the subconscious mind, as well as your occult thinking. There are hidden thoughts, right? Not just subconscious thoughts, but thoughts that you may not actually want to bring to the forefront yourself because you don't know if you'll be accepted or not. And it's happening exactly at 100 hours, 20 minutes and 23 seconds. Luna, look at that. I have that sixth house energy jumping off already, guys. And really, Luna is interesting. When Luna actually makes its ingress, I know that we saw, right, when it makes its ingress into Gemini, and I said it's going to actually trine Venus. 27 degrees Pisces is Venus's exaltation degree. So I think that's very interesting for me to see and start that off. And this is actually a sextile with Pluto at 27 degrees, 34 minutes, Capricorn in the fourth. So with that being said, what we have to really be able to communicate is those that serve us, make sure that we're serving them also. And the service that's being exchanged is securing one another. All righty, leaving in the middle a way for us to really further institute creativity. I'll just say that we are really allowing ourselves to be at home, maybe isolate ourselves, have a little wisdom moment, maybe a little bit of meditation is how you're serving yourself. However, you could be doing some yoga or breathing exercise. Maybe that's a service you're actually taking on, and just having a growth opportunity and how you're really transforming the structures in your own home. You may find it now you have a space within your home where you have to make sure that you're possibly laying out the yoga mat or just being on the carpet. However, making sure that you are doing your asana and yoga stretches and poses. And with that, I yield the floor. After about 4 hours and 16 minutes, because Luna is void of course for 4 hours and 16 minutes. So guys, make sure you're not making any transactions between 1:20:23 and 5:36 ante-meridian is exactly actually 5:35, 0500 hours, 35 minutes and 53 seconds to be exact, when Luna ingresses Aries. And this is actually taking place when Luna goes to ingress Aries. It's happening in the third house, guys. So be very creative in controlling your destiny by saying what you need to say. Please say what you need to say. Because what you'll actually find is you're standing amongst your peers will actually help you to institute a certain wisdom for yourself, where you actually see, hey, man, when I really speak up for myself, people give me space to breathe and move within my own thinking, thus allowing my actions to follow suit pertaining to my thinking, provided it's harming no one. With that, I yield the floor. My next aspect happening at approximately 0700 hours and 11 minutes, we have Luna conjunct Jupiter, which I think is very, very muy interesante. And of course, this is happening in Aries, guys, and it is still happening there within the third house. So really, really expand your subconscious thinking and how you're going to communicate, and be sure please be sure to make sure that which you institute in a very Saturnian way, that you're able to discipline your own standing by really expanding your subconscious mind by studying and reading some things that are very fortunate. They were fortunately published for you, and you find yourself like maybe it's a magazine you never come across before and you're visiting loved ones. And in this visit with loved ones, you actually take this magazine to a safe space. I don't know, maybe you got to go to the latrine, got to go relieve yourself, and while you're in that bathroom, so to speak, you're actually looking at this magazine, and there's an article in there where he's like, man, we was just talking about this, whoever the we, which is you and someone else, may be. And what you can really allow yourself is really bring some balance to yourself, because what you'll actually see is some of the things that you have been thinking and you may have been hiding is actually worth being upfront about, and just kind of, being comfortable in your own skin to continue to move forward and acting out that action, provided it hurts no one else around you. And again, that's happened at 0700 hours, 11 minutes and 2 seconds. The aspect after that, we have another conjunction. There is a Mercurial Venusian conjunction taking place at approximately 0800 hours and 57 minutes. All righty. With this being said, what we're going to actually see, guys, is people can really, share the value, communicate the value, really look at what you possess in your mind. All righty. What are you really thinking about here? All righty. And where this is actually taking place is going to happen right after sunrise, of course. And this is after Mercury, Venus, and Pluto rise as well. All there happening in Capricorn, 24 degrees, Capricorn, 21 minutes. Of course, Mercury is but none other than retrograde. So what you're going to actually see occur here, as this is a separating conjunction that's actually taking place because just of the position or the direction from our perspective here on Midgard, Earth plane Asha, Mercury and Venus will be separating in a way where it's very interesting, because Mercury moves faster than Venus, so to speak. However, we can actually find ourselves departing away from thoughts that we've possessed that may not have done it so well. And as we go to isolate ourselves and look for the wisdom in there, you can actually see how maybe some things have limited you, some things that you actually thought were valuable in your thinking has really incarcerated you, not in the sense where you're in someone's correctional facility and you're not a federal agent that has consented to do so. However, incarcerated you from your actual growth potential in life, where you could have gone further in your endeavors and things that you actually seek and or want to do and share with the common people. All right. With that being said, I'm going to yield the floor there. In moving forward and continuing, we can actually see that there's going to be the first quarter moon taking place at about 2000 hours and 20 minutes. However, to be exact, it's actually happening at 20 hours, 20 minutes and 20 seconds. That's a 222 for you, right? So what we can actually see here, and just to bring to the forefront, is interesting when I look at the dignity of the sun and the moon. They both are peregrine with just -5 with peregrine, which means there's no dignity for them where they are. Aries is there in the 8th house, however, in Aries, right? So we're really being able to secure some ideals that may actually benefit those that we are in relation with. It could be family members, could be someone that's your actual life partner, your beloved mother, mistress, consort, or mother's your beloved son, master, consort. So with that being said, where we're actually seeing this sun square moon taking place in 5th and 8th house, about 4 houses away from each other. So we can see that the underlying theme when it comes to nurturing, security, and the home, there's really a light being brought in a accidental dignity kind of fashion. However, the fated relationships are going to be shined, quote unquote, upon. You can actually be very creative in how you're going to discipline yourself within the infrastructure of creativity while at home. So you may have to do some improvisations, all righty? And then the women in your life may actually see those ideals not right up front, but could actually now go into a mode of thinking. So you may ask some important woman that's a head of household possibly in your life to expand on instituting some things that you think would be very creative in for the structure in the home. However, she's going to need time to think about it. Give her about 2 hours, and you'll receive your answer at about 2,200 hours or 2,300 hours, if not then by the next day, and it will be a favorable reply. Provided with Jupiter and Luna just coming off of their necessary conjunction, Jupiter is actually in rulership here of this square here, this first quarter moon. For the fifth house cusp is on Sagittarius at 19 degrees, 38 minutes to be exact, right? 19 degrees, 38 minutes to just be exact. And then you see the eighth house cusp is at 14 degrees Pisces, 7 minutes. So this is a Jupiterian ruled as far as kind of aspects. So just be very expansive in not only what it is that you want to share, be complete in your communication, however, also expand your patience. With that, I yield the floor. My final aspect happened at 2,200 hours, 17 minutes. Luna sextiling Mars. This might be your answer here, right? To whatever you bring to the forefront to some mother that's had a household, or maybe some ideals, some nurturing ideals that will help to really bring something that's very possessive to the relationship without being possessive. However, what you can actually do is allow yourself to find value in one another in the joint accounting. So here you can actually go about the growth opportunity and nurturing the actions necessary. All righty. And with this taking place, interestingly, now Luna's in the seventh, you can now really take the time to secure expansively what needs to be instituted in said relationship. All righty, while also allowing yourself to make the things that are necessarily corrective based on you giving some literature and or comprehension written there too, so that not only was your question answered favorably around this time, however, there was something possibly brought up. For example, could have been something brought up on a timeline on a social media website that actually ties in, because you already know, guys, pixel retargeting actually occurs when you're thinking around these devices or speaking around these devices, or you're looking at some things on the same IP address, utilizing the same Wi-Fi, and then something that you were looking up on your phone or a tablet or other device then pops up as pixel retargeting in your loved one's phone or tablet or other device. So here there will be some actual backup to what was said and what was proposed, thus rendering the favorable reply between you and said loved one. And with that, I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased, Brother Sean Alim L. Islam. Brother Jag, I'll take the controls when it's on you on Saturday, bro. I'm gonna see how much I can get this done and post in our production or whatever, thumbnail, you know what I mean, in the YouTube studio. I yield, bro. Islam.
Bro.
Indeed. All righty, you got
Y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
yes. Now we hear you, bro.
All right, G. Islam.
Islam.
I yield to
all right, we
you.
got sunrise, sun in 12th, ruling the where you at, Leo? Ruling the 8th. Just some creative transformations, maybe some ego changes, maybe some different self-expressions, or feeling rejuvenated after a tired, rested period. Right. And with that, I'll yield. And then we got a lunar Saturnian sextile. All right, we got Luna in the 8th. Look at that, Jack. Saturn in the 6th. All right, this is occurring 3 houses away, so this is some interesting with that. So, you know, I don't know how many times we're gonna have to say it. Get your mirror, go to 7HealStar.com for your services. Luna and the 8th. So this is this is not getting spendthrifty. Like, someone could be receiving inheritance. Don't blow that. As you're Don't blow that due to your emotional impulses. Saturn at 6 is getting serious about one's health and just liberating oneself with some higher knowledge. And with that, I will yield.
What's happening with my camera? I think my camera is working.
Really?
It looks like it did a glitch. That was for the camera.
Oh, I don't see you. Okay. I had to slide the thumbnails over.
Okay. Anyway, this is the 31st of December, 1442, Moorish calendar year. 2022 would be the Christian's calendar year. So you see the sun at 9 degrees, Capricorn, 48 minutes. So yeah, for these next 21 days, so to speak, it'll be best to focus on recuperation and rest, or just relaxation, or not even the next 21 days, really the next 4 days, 4 to 5 days. Your rest and relaxation is very important. So, with the sun being in Capricorn, people, it's all about business and things of that sort. That's fine. Yes, definitely handle your affairs. However, also know when to, take that break to not over extend yourself, take your vitality away from yourself, so to speak, as in, overextending yourself. So, just be mindful on how you work and how you rest, and to make sure those things are balanced. So just throughout these next 5 days. So moving on, the moon is going to square Mercury before sunrise, actually. So this is pretty cool in a sense. This would be a great dialogue to have with a friend, and a very emotional and important conversation, because it'll be a sense of, like we always say, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So it will be imperative to really listen to what's being communicated, so you aren't being so moved by what was communicated, so to speak. So we see the moon in the 7th, right, in Aries, 24 degrees, 2 minutes, and so is Mercury. Mercury's retrograde now, which is, nothing wrong with that. We're just considering, things we've considered, right? So Mercury's in the 4th house. So something has to change. There's something that has to change within the home, or wherever you find yourself to be secure, so to speak. And that's not just physical property. So this could also, because since we're talking about Mercury, this could be simply your intellectual properties, or how you're processing certain information, or how you're reacting to certain emotional responses, because we're talking about the moon and Mercury. And the moon is in Aries, so this is a sense of courage. We're going to speak up a little bit, right? Or a little bit more. So Mercury being in the 4th house, is just best to really be open to finding some very, let's say, unsettling documents or information pertaining to, maybe what you thought or where you thought you came from. It just could be like the lies that we're used to living, seeing that those lies are just lies that we were told to live. Like, that could be shattering. It's like you're taking a whole new approach to life, or how you just may talk to yourself, or who you may relate with, so to speak. The moon's in the 7th. So we're really considering where we put our energy. And then Mercury is like, okay, so how does that really help me process day-to-day life, so to speak. So yeah, it's really just considering what really matters to you and where those things come from, so to speak. That's what I meant for Mercury. So moving on, the moon's going to square Venus. So this is just like it's more clarity because it's just it's highlighting the things that we put our energy into. So Venus is in Capricorn, and again, that moon square Mercury energy. It would be wise to have a good dialogue with a close friend, someone you really trust. Ooh, excuse me, about some things that may be changing or some let's see, say identity crisis could be possibly happening with making, let's just say, poor decisions in previous times. So now now that seed is showing itself, and now it's like you have to basically remove what doesn't help. That's basically Venus, moon square Venus. The things that helps the collective, we keep those traditions, and the things that make the collective a little bit more bitchy over whatever, like whatever cattiness or complaint someone may have about, let's just say, your religious belief. That's frivolous. Like we don't do that here. If you're gonna be mad at someone because they said they're a Buddhist and you're a quote unquote Christian or whatever, I mean, it might be something wrong, because why can't they just like what they like? So yeah, that's just that separation, not being so stuck into what most people are stuck into, separating the wheat from the chaff, so to speak. That's that moon square Venus maybe. Because what is really valuable versus what do we tell ourselves is valuable based off of the collective's thought process. Yeah. The generality of men are ignorant. So
no proof of truth.
Yeah. Quote in circle 7 for sure. You know what? What is that? That's 43?
Is it chapter? I was about to say 30.
39?
Is it 39?
Wisdom?
Or is it 36?
39 is Pinnacle of Wisdom.
I can look it up real quick.
But yeah, that's the most people just go, they go along to get along, and that's a problem. So yeah,
I'm just going to type in proof of truth here in my find on my iBooks, and general opinion is no proof of truth, for the generality of men are ignorant, and that is chapter 38. And that is degree 38, minute 27. Degree 38, minute 27.
General opinion is no proof of truth, but the generality of men are ignorant. Yes. And the generality of the men would be the moon, so to speak. The collective. Right? Yeah. So think for yourself. Man, know thyself. That's a proverb. Not man, know the popularity group.
Yo, you almost made me spit out my smoothie on my equipment, bro. Because it's true. It's funny because it's actually true, bro. I yield.
So now the moon's going to square Pluto. Yes. So I like to look at Pluto as the force to make changes. It's what Prophet Maybe was talking about every time I see Pluto. And especially the moon, like the moon and Pluto. Every time I see their opposition, their reflections, oppositions, or their square, their most impactful aspect, it's like, oh yeah, this is like a third house, moon in the third, moon in the first. This is a whole a new identity. It's like you're connecting to all the things you may have been hearing in your mind or in your dreams, right? Because Pluto, Venus, and Mercury are very close to But that's all about sound and listening, being very attuned to what you're hearing rather than expressing something. Rather than responding, it's more about just literally taking in information and really processing it rather than taking a hasty move off of the information. It's like, again, you get some information and then you go study it rather than making a move off of it because it's exciting, right? So that's that energy. And again, some energies could have made some hasty decisions around that, reaping what they sow based off of those moving too fast. And it's okay, but it's really just, we all get the chance to correct our mistakes. So that's really just the point of this. That's where Pluto's like, okay, you're acknowledging, because Pluto's in the first house, so it's like everyone knows what their weakness is, or you should at least have an idea. So this will be highlighting what that is for each of us individually, collectively, and then it'll give us the opportunity to take action to heal that weakness, or to make that weakness a strength specifically. Yeah, and that's pretty much that energy. Really just unlearn the things that you've been taught that are literally detrimental to your vitality. And that may be as simple as taking pharmaceutical drugs that don't heal you. You may think they do because the quote unquote doctor, who's a professional, said so. Yeah. So just be mindful on what you're listening to too, as well. Don't be so gullible, so to speak. Use your discernment. Yeah. I yield as well. Oh, that's the moon's last aspect too, right? What is it? 4 hours and 24 minutes.
Correct.
We're going to be exalted now to Fortis. Yeah, 0 to 3 degrees. Yeah, the first house. Yeah, man. So it's like, yeah. This is like because the new moon happened in the first house too, didn't it? Yeah. So this moon in Taurus, the first house. I think this gives you like the opportunity to really cut off the things and the ties that are, again, the detrimental word is kind of the key right now. To just the vitality of life. So again, we all have our own weaknesses. So acknowledging what those weaknesses are and cutting those off from our life will bring vitality to our life. So that's simple. Knowing where our weaknesses are, or knowing where we may be placing our energy into things that are not reciprocated. It's just best to really move on and do what we love to do, whatever that may be, artistically speaking, creatively speaking. We're all creators and artists, and how we create and express that art depends on our constitution. So, yeah, I guess you should find that out with the moon in Taurus. What creative arts do you have for the world at large that we obviously need? I'm sure we need. So, yeah, with that, I yield. Oh, I yield to myself, though, right? Yeah, of course.
Yes. I'm getting to that ascendant real quick, man.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, like I was saying, for the 1st of January, like I said, for the next 5 days, from the 31st, from the 30th to the 4th. Rest is very, very important. Really just regenerating and recuperating the body. Yoga will be beautiful. Starting your day with some yoga, some asana yoga, even just some classical music maybe. Just really Relaxing the body in the way that you can, even if you like, if you have to be at work or whatever you do. But even if you have to be at some place so you can't, do that. So find the way to, relax your mind within a challenge. So that's pretty much your challenge for the day. It would be to find peace within, let's just say, turmoil. It's possible. If you've been there before. But yeah, you just go within your mind and really acknowledge how you speak to yourself and the things that you may have been connected to that again may not be actually beneficial for you. Maybe it's a filter swallow. All right, anyway, moving on. What we got? Venus is the sun and the moon. Oh no, Venus is going to conjunct Pluto first. Then that's what happened. Yeah, so that was at 24 minutes after midnight. That's pretty cool. You can see Mars in the night sky and the moon. You should go out and see that. All right, before it sets, we're near the northern hemisphere, of course, at this time. But what we got? Venus, Pluto. Oh, Venus and Pluto, yeah. Venus and Pluto in the fourth house. 27 degrees, Capricorn, 40 minutes. Ooh, look at the rising sign. Okay. Yeah, so this could be a good time to just really go hang out with the elders. And again, that listening energy is just imperative because there's something that you may hear or there's something that you may need to connect to that'll possibly help you recognize where you made, again, the poor decisions. So we've all been there, we've all done that. So the fact of where we can start to reconfigure and actualize the things that we are into, specifically will be seen or called to be beautiful, which will be Venus. And then Pluto will be sort of reconfiguring that sort of identity. And it's in Capricorn. So it has to be something very practical rather than living on just delusions and impracticality. The sense is to be practical and factual. So bringing removing again the impracticality to bring a sense of structure to whatever it is that you're into. It could be painting, even if you're a painter and it's like, oh yeah, but I can't do that. Well, you need to go look at Basquiat and what he did. He was on the planet for however long he was on the planet, which was a short time, but he did what he did in a short time too. So it's really just to take a leap of faith and really not live the life or the means of a life that your elders may have said you had to live. Like, you gotta work a 9 to 5 to be successful. You gotta go to school. I don't know.
You need to go to 7HealStar.
Technically. But yeah, it's really just removing false identities and really knowing and living unto the means that really resonates with your spirit rather than someone else's means of living. Yeah, that's Venus conjunct Pluto, right? So it's removing fantasies and illusions to be more practical and stabilized and conservative. Yes.
That's long.
So then the moon and the sun are going to trine, right? This is pretty cool. Moon's in Taurus, sun's in Capricorn. Yeah, so moon's in the third. The third house would be potent. And then the sun is in the 12th. Yeah, so this is a good time to really write some poetry. or just maybe listen to some poetry. Celestine prophecy, possible. Think as a man thinketh. Holy Quran, Circle 7. All 48 chapters, or 47, if you want to say that. Bhagavad Gita, Rig Veda, the Holy Bible. Like, this is just really connecting to the holy text, or also the law books. It's good to seeing that the holy books are the law books and the law books are the holy books. That's a proverb in these days and times. So it's really, again, as we always say, you can't really separate anything in life. Everything is unified, literally. However, just how you may process or conceive that subject matter, you may not be able to see how astrology and I don't know, firefighter, astrologers and the firefighter. What's the similarity of those? You can go all day on that. It just doesn't end. Like, you can find whatever your skill is, you'll see the similarity within someone else's skill. Maybe he's a potter, a botanist, it doesn't matter. So it's really just seeing the unity in life through the different walks and forms of life. And that's chapter 3 of the Holy Quran, chapter 7. Check that out. You know what? Yeah, read that on this day at 8:41, January 1. 14:83. Yeah. And then the moon's going to conjunct Uranus. So yeah, this is great too. Whatever you uncover within this literary input, whatever you find within your search of wisdom, I'm pretty sure it'll take you to the next level of mental consciousness. Or you'll go to the next level of your subconscious mind, so to speak. Because let's just say, you'll stop taking yourself as a joke, so to speak. Literally, though. But this moon conjunct Uranus, it'll probably do some transformation or reconfiguration with like worldly attainments or attachments. That'll probably start to fade with realization of what those things really are and what security really is, rather than looking for some sort of security outside of yourself, so to speak. So that whole reality or formality is changing on what security is. Like what is that? So then there's a whole dialogue on the exact word of security. So again, that doesn't just come in a physical sense, because we all know these things, nothing new under the sun. So all is mind, and everything starts with the mind first. You have to have some sort of mental security, or you can't have any form of physical security. It doesn't work any other way. That's just that. It's nothing new. I didn't say anything someone never said before. It's just realizing again how forceful and willing our minds really are, and what we actually do with it versus what we don't do with it, based off of, so the 11th house would be where we put our energy, things oh my God, I prayed that. No, please do it, work for it, and you'll have it. Praying for it is not going to do it for you. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry, but yes. Islam. And that's really that energy. It's an upheaval of really figuring out again what is security. And then it's like, oh my God, that's not even, Start to think everything is in mind first. All is mine, and everything else comes after that. That's how I thought it happened. I could be wrong though. I don't know. Let me know.
I don't think you're wrong. I think you're on point, like a thumbtack. Shot. But yeah, bro, you got the pilot on, brother, for brother Sean, man. But whenever you're ready. You yield, bro. You yield, bro.
It's live. I yield. Yeah.
Oh, all right, indeed. Well, we pass it on over to our beloved brother in whom we're well pleased, brother Sean Alim L. While I continue to share this post out, actually, I yield. That's long.
Bro. So we got sunrise. So we're Leo. So again, Capricorn season. So just status transformation, right? Getting into the religion and not the dogma of things. So it's opening oneself up to the true and higher knowledge of things. And yeah, get your mirror reading. Let's see. With that, I will yield this. So we got a Mercury Neptunian conjunction. So not should be a sextile.
I'm gonna double check, and I closed out of the calendar by mistake, getting ready to post to Facebook, and then we place 2 hour live. So I run, but I run, and I run. Yeah, Mercurial Neptunian sextile for sunrise.
Indeed. So let's see, Mercury's in the 3rd, so that's some accidental dignity there. All right. Oh, Neptune in the 5th. Yeah. So this is just some creative communications within. Mercury's being in retrograde in the 3rd. So once again, if you didn't catch the live last night, where we were referencing getting clear within oneself, within one's own mind. So with that, Neptune in the 5th, that's all about finding the truth between reality and illusion when it comes to the expression and just one's own self-joy, right? Oh my gosh, I accidentally hit a different button. Hold on, bros. Whoa.
You said, well,
this
what
is
happened?
Where I'm gonna accidentally hit a different button. This is where I'm gonna insert all the astrologers. Your ex is coming back, right? Type energy. And this is just really realizing why things didn't work out. Pardon me, my face over here leaning like I'm T.I. This is really just realizing why things didn't work out. And yeah, 3rd and 5th. So this is mental. This is either you can communicate with siblings, but pertaining to the old Mercury Rich Gate X is coming back. If they left, quit opening closed doors. It's like a Band-Aid when you're healing yourself. You don't keep taking it off to, let it do its thing. So pertaining to that, and finally, let's see, and Pluto and Sol's there. So yeah, there's like a deep transformation going on within oneself. So this is even a reminder to me, don't pay attention to the 3D and know that things are moving in the unseen. Neptune there. So just connecting with oneself, continue to grow with oneself and be patient. And with that, I'll yield. And let's see, next up we have a lunar Saturnian square. All right, let's see. Yep, Luna's in the 4th. That's a jam-packed 4th. Saturn's and the 2nd. And ruler the ascendant as well. And that exalted Luna there. So yeah, this is this is standing on one's own square with one values. Luna, once again, not only exalts it, but accidental dignity. So one's mother could be controlling, or one's mother natures could be at a quote unquote turned up level, as they say. But this is Saturn being real. This is reality and hard work. So one's feelings or emotions may be challenged or tested, just because Luna and Taurus is like comfortability and security. Once again, Saturn's bringing a balance, pouring out of the higher and lower vibrations and just truth and falsehood. And it's in a value. So valuing oneself and valuing the things that one does. Luna in the fourth. Yeah, this is once again just securing home things, letting go of things in the mind or things in the home, or even beings that are not working with oneself. Because you have a destiny here, but your destiny could not be in the current home that you're in, but a home outside of it. So you're able to tap into the spirit of what you would like to create for yourself. And with that, yeah, I'm gonna yield with that one. Next up, we have a lunar Mercurian trine. Man, did I make it through with no sevens? Man, those seven houses.
I don't think he had a 7th house transit yet, actually. I mean, as far as aspect, I don't think so at all.
Oh yeah, I made it through. Haha, what now, Jack?
Don't speak too soon now.
Don't
this
speak too
is
soon.
this my last one of the day? Yeah, it's the last one of the day.
Definitely not.
Really?
Yeah.
You blasted through them that quick, man?
I guess I'll see the 7th house
you
next
did
week.
Not, sir, you are nowhere near done. You are.
I'm about to say it. I know he got like 11 of them stuff.
Oh, wait, I got a deep day today? I thought I only had a couple.
You thought.
Not for the second.
Not for the second?
5.
Oh, wait, let me go look too.
Yeah. Monday, 2nd January 2023.
You spoke a little bit too soon, so now watch that 6th house come. Yeah.
No,
I'd rather have 6 than the 7th.
He said 7. Stop it. There's no bad house. It's just an inside joke, guys, to those that don't know.
Oh, man, for real? Dang, I thought I had 3 today. I guess I looked at the wrong.
No.
Oh, now.
No, you do got 3 plus 3 more, and then.
Yeah. She talked.
Oh, man, dang. Well, whoop, and Brother Corey's voice.
Well.
All right, so, screw these headphones, y'all. Let me change over. All right. Yeah, these headphones got me like over like I'm in a T.I.'s first album video like this.
So wait, well, you want that? You just did your Mercury. You just did your Mercury trine or Moon trine Mercury.
No, I'm about to do that now. I thought this was my last one, so I was, taking a stab at you. Like I ain't having no 7, so
that's a good laugh. I'm gonna think about that all day.
He's knocked out. All right, so Luna trine Saturn. Luna is in the 4th still. Mercury's in the 1st. Pardon me. So this is securing valuable communications here. Mercury and Luna, we know Luna is in Taurus, exalted, so feeling strong. I'm really just looking to secure oneself. So one might be buying some snacks, some comfort food on this day, or just doing comfortable activities. Mercury in the first. This would really be a good time to read with your loved ones. Or if they don't want to read the literature, buy it for them and make it look like you got them a different gift. And when they open it, oh, you got me books. Oh, wow. So doing that so that you can change, not change their mindset, because we can't change anyone, but we give them the truth in the literature to where they can make their own decision for themselves. And but don't let them put their spit on you and let them be your, scapegoat because they want somebody else to do it for them or they don't want to do it for themselves. So that's that Luna and Taurus. I'm so secure in never having to do anything for myself, so I just want somebody else to do it for me.
I'm so secure in being someone else's slave. It's just the best.
Yeah, as long as I ain't got chains of whips on me, just a mental slave, it's great. And Mercury in the first house is like, yo, I mean, do you want to be Kuna or do you want to be Toby, right? Do you want to make that change, or do you just want to, stay the same there? And the sun's at the ascendant, so you can't ignore it. As much as you want to, you can't really ignore the truth. And that's where the repeated cycles and everything else that comes in to teach us what we need to be, what needs to be learned. But for those that we like to reject, the life raft because it's not Gucci, you'll definitely will be going through it again. And with that, I'll yield. Next up, we have a lunar Neptunian sextile, so another harmonious energy to continue to grow. Once you build that house, right, you got to lay the foundation, stack the bricks or the wood, whichever fashion you'd like. So Luna still got that extra-dignal dignity and exalted. So yeah, this is a day to be open and not be stubborn. Neptune's in the second house, so really and honestly and truly seeing one's value here. When it comes to the materials and the possessions and knowing that possessions don't make you. Luna and Taurus, yeah, once again, securing the home and the values and the foundations. I'm looking for something else. Where you at? So yeah, securing the values and the foundations within yourself. And if you're in partnerships, once again, going through the contracts, reading contracts. Because why keep signing up for slavery when you cannot be a part of slavery? But hey, if you like being a slave, do your thing. Like folks are so comfortable with just different hypnosis. So just being able to break up out of that and truly see the value so that we can expand upon self-leadership within ourselves. Being able to become confident in ourselves through the worst and the bad. And I'll yield. Let's see, next up we got Luna and Pluto making a trine, so probably not too much movement here. Probably a little bit.
Yeah. Yo.
We're gonna move along to the next aspect here.
Nah.
I've already mentally delineated that, so.
Yo.
You got it.
All right, so Luna and Pluto are making a trine now. We got 7 and 11 there, 11-7 houses.
You sure that's not the 6.5 house? No, I'm joking. I'm playing. The 6 and 3/4 house.
Don't look like the 6th house. I think the 6th house could start at 14 sad. I think that's how that
works.
So,
no, because he said 7. I was like, is that the 6 and 3/4 house? No, I'm joking.
6 and 3/4.
6 and 15/16 house. Let me stop, yo.
All right, so yeah, Luna and Pluto. This is accepting the endings of things, right? Pluto's in the 7th, right? So this is like endings, transformation. You're really kind of just moving past. But that's the good part. You're able to emotionally and energetically let go. But on the 5 cycle part, one may be wanting to hold on to those things that no longer serve them just because of what they're used to, or that's how they always done things. So there's like a pleasure and pain with letting go but holding on to something. So don't let the darker fascination denial really affect your judgment, because once again, Mercury's still retrograde and Venus is there, so you're able to relate. So relate to your loved one, or find ways to first off relate to yourself. Folks love to look for themselves in other beings and wonder why things never work. And wonder why, I just got out of this relationship and jumped in this one week later and it's still not working. Because you haven't done the work. You're still looking for yourself and others.
Jesus, Bruce Lee, Christ.
He said, well, that is a year.
Yeah.
On the other side too, let's see, jam-packed 7 and 11. So Mars is there too. It's a lot of retrograde energy. So there's a lot of, once again, we know going within. So finding out what part of yourself that you would like for yourself for the long term. We can also see like, wow, look at Venus. The light be shined upon business partners. So even though they may say don't sign any new contracts, but for those that have been putting the work in prior to this months ago, new contracts coming or just new opportunities to just really liberate oneself from the usual or just the norm of just the same comfortability, so that now we can be the humanitarians and be the standing, the vision, the status for the future and for the little ones. And with that, I will yield. All right, so it looks like Luna will be trining Pluto.
You got the next one is Venus.
Okay, let's start. Venus and Pluto.
Venus,
oh no, you just did the Luna trine Pluto. I think you have ingresses. Venus ingressing Aquarius, and then Luna ingresses Gemini. So you got those back to back, and then they're going to trine each other.
Pretty cool.
What's that one song? Is it what, Nelly Furtado, Promiscuous, something like that? No, I just popped in my head.
Wow, really? That is hilarious.
Great.
Let me find that, or I can be accurate on that.
The Venus and Aquarius is, dialogue can be like.
Yeah, Nelly Furtado and Timbaland.
Promiscuous girl, you already know.
Right. So we have a man. Look at me, man, brother Jag, man. I'm just taking it all on for you, good brother.
Told you. Hey, you said it. You spoke so soon.
Because I only thought I had 3, bro. I thought I heard bro say, Brother Sean's got a light load for Monday, only 3. I'm like, yes,
he tricked you.
That was Friday. I said for Friday. You had a heavy load. And then Monday, I said you had a light load. We already know we playing opposite day like SpongeBob and Patrick. When I say you got a heavy load, that means you got one aspect. I said, oh, that's a light load there. I was being facetious. So my apologies, bro.
Nope.
That's for me for not looking.
He should be used to it by now. That's his fault.
Hey, man, like that Akon song, man, you can blame it on me.
Hilarious, bro. But you got it, broski. You got you.
All right, so all right, Venus ingress Aquarius. So this is gonna be an exciting time. So where you at, home girl? Shoot that shot. Quit playing. Quit energetically playing with me.
Shoot that shizat.
Oh my God.
But Venus ingress Aquarius in the 6th. So this is being of service to all of our fellow brothers and sisters, mothers and sons. this is liberation. Once again, spreading the information, because we are all of service to each other. Whether we know it or not, whether we realize it or not, whether we like to admit that or not. So no, this is a new beginning to set for this Venus and Aquarius transit. So we could see maybe like, I don't know, something about like a health drive or like a get together for health when folks talk about like mental health. I really see that. And we just maybe like a new sense of like technology. So maybe someone in the healthcare industry gets with someone in like the technology industry and they, get together to put something together for the people. I'm not really sure how about that and why I'm getting at, but and just for the collective, look at that. Luna's about to move into Gemini next. So yeah, really feeling a sense of completedness, right? Security with the knowledge, or being comfortable to be secure with one knowledge. So, part of my French here, but who gives a fuck what you like to study if you're different? What are they doing?
Well, like the Sayaraha say, pardon my Egyptian brogue. Go ahead, bro.
So this is liberating oneself from one's own mindset with this Venus and Aquarius. And what's the best way to do that is to get your astrology. Find out where one could be restricting themselves. So it could become a lot of healing when it just comes to like past relationships or just love or creativity. But the work is going to be just within the group, within the friends. So being open to put in the work with the friend group, or just expanding one's network so that now any hard work, as they would say, is for the better and not taken as I've got to work, I've got to do this, but in a sense of, once again, chapter 12, when Jesus was teaching how to obtain eternal happiness. So looking to the mindset, the mental for eternal happiness and not physical material things, because those could come and pass. So, you could buy you a new pair of shoes. As soon as you get them scuffed, what is it? You could get some knowledge and that could serve you for forever. So
tell them again.
The choices, once again, is yours to tap into more of the spirituality and get out of the social media of everything. And if whoever needs to hear this, take that social media detox.
It's funny too. Yeah. Checking the chat, just real quick, just to add to your wisdom, checking the chat. I know it's probably come before that, but Mother Ariel Witherspoon says, noted, right? And Halo City Young says, Islam, more peace and love, give thanks. All right, I'm pretty sure Mother Karmisha is probably here too. And just to let it be known, I am still waiting on my free shipping supplies to arrive here. However, I have no problem eventually making my own envelopes if I have to. I'll check the garage to see if there's some shipping supplies there, so I can make sure I get that literature out to you, Mother Karmisha, as well as throw you some extras also for the weight, because you guys already know how we are here at 7HealStar. You guys want something, you order it 2 minutes ago. We want to make sure we're working on it and have it out to you within a couple of hours, honestly, because that's where we have our integrity intact. In other words, we know how it feels if someone else was sending something to us and how we would feel and having to get it. However, again, guys, by me traveling, I don't have the normal supply that I normally have at the first office. So that being said, just waiting on them to get here. However, I'm about to make that executive decision and just make my own envelopes, because how do they make envelopes? So I can do it too, honestly. However, I yield the floor back to Brother Sean Alim, where he was letting you know, take a social media detox if you need, Brother Sean.
Get into the astrology for sure. Take yourself more serious.
Islam.
And your health, please.
Islam. I mean, I will say, just to add to Brother Sean's wisdom, really, yes, valuing the astrology is very important, and valuing the astrology service or possessing the astrology service, right? So guys, when you go to get your mental magician report from Brother Sean Ali, now you can order it on 7HealStar.com. We're going to probably put up a new free widget for people that want to just be able to download their charts for free, not just at other websites where you can do it, but 7HealStar will also be in that list of doing so. And also for us, we're actually doing some values and really innovating our service at the website. You will see Brother Ara Muaba Bey will be added to the About Us information there at 7HealStar.com, as well as, guys, go and get your Mirror AstroLiteracy sessions done by Brother Terrell Tamari Bey, Brother Corey Bey, and myself, as well as Brother Sean Ali. Now, also, guys, we are definitely ready and open to doing your sessions, provided, what's really honest. And I'm going to say this. I know you guys heard yesterday on Office Hours with Dr. G that 7HealStar.com Astrology Firm is the only sincere, true, and faithful Moorish American International certified professional astrologers in the world. That is not some, let me just make a statement that's bold and a lie. That's actually true, because our certifications, we certify ourselves. We didn't look for anyone else to certify us but ourselves via our own free national press. And we are not registered with any state of corporations or state republics, for we are the bays that actually move your governors and all those they're under, and even the ones that are quote unquote thinking they're presiding officers at Casablanca, termed the White House. We are the ones that make that move. So really, out of all the astrologers, take no offense, even to our professional colleagues at the major astrological societies, take no offense. However, you guys know the history and the law, which goes hand in hand. No one supersedes the position pertaining to 7HealStar Astrology Firm. This is why we've been huge on making sure that you are declared and proclaimed nationals, Moorish American nationals, all righty, pertaining to that which was given by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. There's nothing in these last days and times that you're going to really have to be your salvation, especially for those of you that think you're going to do it around Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Well, I'm going to go around him, or I just need to kind of look at him as a subpar stepping stone. That's not how it works. That's why, I be really, like we kind of talked about it today, when people kind of try to, put Prophet Noble Drew Ali on the back burner, I'd be like, man, Prophet Noble Drew Ali being the spirit, slapping, popping people, changing the wires in their brains and stuff. I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, neurons don't work that used to, because this is a divine and national movement. And therefore, 7HealStar Astrology Firm is here for your assistance. Notice how we give way more information in lieu of our charge, provided we are worthy of our hire. So again, you guys want to get sincere astrology? I don't care who's got crystals with wires wrapped around them in their bra and their boobies, and they're the goddess, high priestess of whatever. Again, I'm telling you, and you can, I know man knows not, NAUGHT, which is falsehood by being told. You can take it as falsehood. That's why we're telling you, come see for yourself. We are the only sincere, true, and faithful Moorish American internationally certified professional astrologers on the entire planet, period. Because before allowing our colleagues to okay and certify us, we thus used our own free national press, certified ourselves. Therefore, the certification is not false. I yield the floor to my beloved brother, whom I well pleased, Brother Sean Ali Mel. I know you were leaving off, bro, there at Venus, ingressing Aquarius within the 6th house. I yield, bro, Islam.
Yeah, and just for some final closing for that Venus ingress, it's just liberating oneself within the group. So this I see a lot of cliquish groups all across being not torn down, but the truth will be brought. So once again, removing the blocks so that people can come together, because the more we try to create separations of blocks, it only creates space and diffusion. So confusion, pardon me. So yeah, this Venus ingress Aquarius is gonna be very liberating, and I would say for the mothers, this will get your mind right to the truth. So once again, study the prophet. And with that, I'll yield. And next up, we got a lunar ingress to Gemini.
Correct.
So, which makes it even more interesting because Venus just ingressed Aquarius, and now we have Luna ingressing into Gemini in the ninth. So, Gemini is all about communication. So there's gonna be a lot of communicating going on here. Venus is an air sign, so once again, clearing out the mental, having those conversations. Taking some trips. Okay, I'm gonna try not to laugh at something. Be good, Sean. Oh my gosh! All right. Yeah. All right.
You just said,
I'll ask you what was that once we're finished the live. Let me stop.
Or like that, girl.
oh my God.
But anyways, Moon ingress Gemini. Ninth
Yo,
house.
you just saw Fire Marshal Bill. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Hilarious, bro. I yield.
So, we'll really be communicating the essentials, the value of the home. So, and wow, Moon is in a ninth, so some could be traveling a long ways from home, away from home, all right, or bringing just foreign information to the home. So someone's mother, siblings, grandparents could bring some new information. And it's gonna be very liberating to the internal. So someone might hear something, it might not show an initial reaction, but later on, once it kind of soaks in, or they just have one of those moments, they're really realize like, hey, wow, I just really, gave me that information. And we look for Mercury, and Mercury's in retrograde and Capricorn. So once again, there's going to be a lot of beings talking about status more, or looking to truly see if those so-called experts holding positions are truly experts.
Professional.
And Mercury's once again ruling ascendant. So yeah, it's being poured out through the communication. So once again, getting into the nitty-gritty of the details. And yeah, getting to the details so you can see the bigger picture. But if all you see is the bigger picture, are your details secure and intact? Mercury and Capricorn retrograde in the fifth. So yeah, looking over some old projects here. Really from the childhood, yeah, somebody's going to find something from their childhood that they used to do, whether it's communicated to them, whether it's like one of the family members bringing up an experience that they might not remember. Something really, I want to say like magical, but very surreal and fulfilling is going to brought. So now that they can move forward. Oh, and with that, yeah, it's gonna be very interesting because Luna's I think that'll be brother Jag. Luna will trine that Venus. So after coming out the security and the comforts of Taurus, we're really getting into the communications, whatever brings anxiety to one. Or, instead of getting anxious about communicating, use that anxiety of not wanting to communicate to communicate. Find something that you want to talk about or do a travel. And with that, I'll yield. So, brother Jag, Soul Sauce.
That would be a course.
Oh yeah, that's me. I think. It
Oh,
is
and
now,
another
actually.
Buddha course. Yes, what was it? 3 hours, like 16
53.
minutes. No, 53 minutes. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, Luna goes with a course of 3 hours and 53 minutes. So no major purchases or any of that. No, but you can go to 7HealStar and get all your free stuff, and get your ratings and services. We're gonna keep pounding into your head because we know what you need.
Know what you need?
What's that one song? Ooh, that Bust Around Mariah Carey song. But not on that tip, but the great service and true. And to me, and to you, you got what you want. That after we got it.
Yes.
So it's like, but I yield.
It's accurate. That is completely accurate. All righty. So yeah, I think I only have 2 testimonies for this actually. Let me actually bring it up. Give me 2 seconds. Boom, shakalaka. Right. Oh, let me actually plug it up so I can have this projected behind me, guys. I got to do some cleaning of the storage out of this iPhone so I can take this, take the picture that's actually behind Brother Sean Alim that you saw, and do my posts to TikTok and Instagram as we do, guys. If you're not, a part of the experience on TikTok or Instagram, guys, you already know you can go to 720 Astro Healing on Instagram, 7HealStar on Instagram, Jaguar Soul _ on Instagram. And of course, you can get your CMOS from One Heart Supplements on Instagram. Go right to the DM, order your Moorish CMOS. I know it's the Irish CMOS that Brother Corey processes himself. Actually, that's why I just got finished killing my smoothie that is infused with the One Heart Supplement CMOS. That's why that cup is empty. Alrighty, you can go and do that there as well. You're trying to get your yoga, you guys check out core _ movement _ on Instagram, as well as the music for Brother Corey is 84 _ core. Brother Aura _ Muwaba _ Bay, right? Aura _ Muwaba _ Bay. That's at Instagram also. Alrighty, as well. You want to hear the music by Brother Aura Muwaba Bay, you go and check out the Paragon Rico Instagram page also. When it comes to TikTok, 7HealStar and Astrology Street are there, as well as, Astrology Street's on Instagram, but 7HealStar and Astrology Street on TikTok. Brother Sean Alim L has the boss TikTok account there with Leo Mercury Moor 711, as well as the official 720 Astro Healing TikTok also. And then you can also catch Brother Aura Muwaba Bay on TikTok also, guys. We actually use these different platforms just so that you guys can really see how we use our different engineering talents, whether it's audio, visual, or even when we're actually broadcasting, giving you guys these things, because we're not just on just the TikToks, the Instagram, everything else. 9 times out of 10, like I said, I'm pretty sure I have to go back and reacquaint myself with the Twitter that I admin for. However, you can catch us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We actually have 7HealStar has a Twitch account. However, I figured I would probably only just use that if we decide to just play Call of Duty, like Call of Duty Mobile. And it's like, yo, let's just go live on Twitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I really got to work that out because it just looks much better to stream playing video games with an Ethernet setup other than Wi-Fi. However, yes, guys, you can check us out on most of your social media platforms. And we're very, we do have a Telegram also. However, we're only giving that to sincere astrologers, right? People that are really going to sincerely study the astrology and go into it. So we just haven't made the Telegram, put it out in the open for everyone, because we're only really interested in sincere astrologers joining the Telegram group. So 9 times out of 10, I'll probably just extend the courtesy of Telegram, especially to, again, shout out to Samuel F. Reynolds out there. Brother Samuel, assalamu alaikum, bro. I'm pretty sure he'll see this portion of the video. However, I'm going to make sure, because he was part of my ethics and legalities class portion, a part of my scholarship. So, everyone that's there within that group for ethics and legalities, and anyone else that's a part of that major International Astrological Society, make sure you guys get an invite there also, because I really am looking forward, and we always look forward to speaking sincere astrology with people. We've put so much information out there freely for someone to come that's actually a novice at it. I'm going to be very choosy about the novices that I allowed within the Telegram group, to be very honest with you, because I want people to be serious pertaining to their ancient foremothers and forefathers mindset, so that the days of long upon the earth land. Alrighty. So what I actually have here for sunrise, right? That's what I got to check it on out of. Sunrise happened at 12 degrees. Capricorn 51 minutes, right? And even looking at that, if I was just to look briefly at it, and I know we're just kind of flash testimonying, so to speak. However, just very briefly, just to look at 12 degrees, I know we're coming into the 23rd lunar mansion. So guys, even just really just thinking about how that's even really close of us dealing with being heroic, courageous, defiant, however, possibly, or, blindness from fire or explosion. What you guys got to do is just be very mindful and be wise in the things and the moves that you make and things that you do, so to speak. So what I would like to say here for the 3rd January 2023, that is, right? I want you guys for this sunrise to make sure that when it comes to your heart, right, which is still the 8th house cusp, alrighty, for Leo. So the sun at sunrise is ruling the 8th house cusp, guys. Really make sure you're valuing your relatives and the people that are in your life, right? And when it comes to joining your energies financially, so to speak, with that joint financial energy, make sure you are being very creative, alrighty. Make sure you are allowing yourself to not spread yourself so thin when it comes to your energies and energy exchanges. However, at the same time, be not frivolous. Also, make sure you communicate the things that will be, life-changing. You may find some things that may degenerate the values, or some things may degenerate in values. Maybe you've made quote unquote investments, and now you're seeing that you might have done a little too much. So now you're finding other ways to be creative with your financial energy until you're able to free yourself, alrighty, completely from the bondage that is Federal Reserve Agency. And with that, I yield the floor. I do only have 2 testimonies. This first one happening before sunrise, exactly 37 minutes approximately after midnight. So about 0-100 hours to be exact, 37 minutes. Let's actually see if it's like 36 and actually some minutes after, and it is 0-100 hours, 36 minutes and 40 seconds to be exact. We have Luna sextiling Jupiter. All righty, and say, look at that. Jupiter's in the 6th house, Luna's in the 8th, guys. So with this being said, we're really allowing ourselves to find some growth and opportunity in ways of really communicating what we really want to say that could be nurturing and securing to the values in our relationships and our partnerships. However, we must expand the ideals and making sure we're serving one another appropriately and beneficially, not just for yourself, but for the others that you're relating to. With that, I yield the floor. Next, we have Luna conjunct Mars, right? So you can probably be able to allow your subconscious mind to go behind the scenes just a little bit and make the corrections necessary in your own critical thinking. Really find your security. Be not insecure here. Make corrections in your subconscious mind so that you are able to really share in the values that people may esteem you a certain way. Maybe you don't have that esteem established for yourself. So self-esteem is actually self-estimation. Be sure of yourself. And if you can't be sure of yourself, at least have a high estimation that is taking place there. And it's happening in about 1400 hours, 47 minutes and 5 seconds. And it's happening right after moonrise. All righty. So right after moonrise at 8 degrees, 40 minutes, Luna is actually conjunct a retrograde Mars. Mars in Gemini retrograde is dealing with correction. So you can actually allow yourself to isolate some thinking that you have, isolate the nurturing qualities and securing yourself, and even at home. So when it comes to those values, make sure you make some correction in things that are really allowing you to move forward in the direction that you're destined. However, those sudden changes that are to take place will allow you to really have a corrected standing amongst your peers, thus allowing the essentials to be poured out that you have now gained from actually reading probably some astrological document or this astrological presentation, bringing to the forefront in your life, which is necessary, a means for you to correct how you thought about astrology, thinking that it wasn't worth it. Now it is a part of your daily planning. And with that, I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I am well pleased, who's going to lead us out with the sauce, brother Terrell Tamari Bey, Islam.
Yeah, so the 4th of January, right, 1443, Moorish calendar year, 2023, excuse me, Christian calendar year. So with that moon conjunct Mars energy, or coming off that moon conjunct Mars for the 4th, like I was saying, definitely, find that balance with rest and recuperating your energy. However, this day specifically on this Wednesday, working out, yoga will be very beneficial. It'll bring some sort of liberation, so to speak. So definitely test it out if you aren't, you know, into yoga or, you know, some sort of physical exercise. Just do it. And do it with a close friend too, like your sister, your brother, your relative. You know, if that's maybe your mom, you know, or your father, you know, just do that. Do something that gets your blood flowing, so to speak. Physical activity, even if it's just 25 jumps. But moving on, we got Moon sextile Jupiter.
Venus.
Oh yeah, Venus. Sorry, Venus.
Islam.
Venus is in Aquarius. Jupiter is in Aries. Yes. So Jupiter is in the 4th house, 1 degree 37 minutes, and Venus is in the 2nd, 1 degree 37 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, this is just a thrive for spiritual attainment, so to speak. And really, yeah, like finding a balance within the spiritual attainment and like material prosperity or riches, so to speak. You know, just finding comfort into the things that you do value, as simple as, you know, for me, there's nothing wrong with a beautiful guitar, right? So it's just, you know, finding where you would take your time and energy and how that is basically affecting your life, or if it is affecting your life at all, and in what sense. So let's just say it's really imperative to like get into or further pursue your creative abilities, so to speak. So maybe martial arts, possibly painting, if that's a thing, pottery, or maybe even some sort of philosophical thought or some sort of philosophical wordplay or thought process that you may just want to have a dialogue on. Just get comfortable with making yourself uncomfortable to like get yourself you know, into that creative being or that creative spark that you have, you know, innately laying dormant inside of you. So this Venus sextile Jupiter can really bring out your innate abilities with recognizing, you know, things that you are naturally talented with, so to speak. You know, you could be a natural writer, but you may have not been writing because you're scared that when you write, because you write you do automated writing, and then you write things. It's like, those aren't my thoughts or whatever. And it's like, are you sure? And maybe connecting to that you may have some sort of ability that could connect you to, you know, other people's stories to get that story out or something like that. You know, it's really just, you know, finding that ability to, or finding where your ability helps the collective at large, or just the people that you know relate with on a day-to-day basis. And it's pretty much expanding that and really looking to attain something very bountiful and blissful. Is the benefics are interacting with each other, so it has to be beautiful. And if it's not, you know, of course you have to look at your natal chart, how that affects your natal chart, and even also what you've been doing in the past 28 days prior to this moment. Even longer than that, if it has to be. But yeah, this is really just helping you really figure out where you need to put yourself out there, or take that leap of faith, so to speak. Yeah. Next aspect, we got the Moon trine Saturn. So yeah, this is definitely that energy, because now Moon, your subconscious mind, or your innate abilities, things that you naturally just can do, so to speak, are being harmonized with a sense of being conservative, which would be Saturn, finding that practicality. So Saturn at 22 degrees. And
I got you.
And the moon at
2 seconds. I got you. Hold on, let me make sure it's happening right after this aspect. Forgive me, and I appreciate your patience in advance. Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, so the Saturn's in the 7th and the moon's in the 11th. And that was just the opposite. I know that was Mars in the 7th. Scorpio in the rise. Right. Yeah. Yeah, so moon in the 11th, Saturn in the 7th. The astrology is pretty much coming to life here, so to speak. It's taking a more practical approach, or you're taking your natal chart and you're putting it on paper, so to speak, so you can have it in your hand and really dissect it with some sort of another more tangible aspect that you have. So you may have some sort of astrological book to cross-reference your actual natal chart in your hand with this book that you've been studying, or this would just be a good time to yeah, like I was talking about yoga earlier this day. Really getting into like the regimen of health and what really keeps the blood flowing versus what takes the blood flow away from the body would really be an important dialogue at this moment, because it'll give you some sort of nutritious information that'll give you a sense of longevity on how to take care of yourself. And it's not just what did I say? Like just the protein. Like of course that's not the only thing. So you're recognizing that all of these different avenues of diet or health is really paramount for longevity. Or again, we're just not going to. We're living to 37 or 26 and 54 and 42. That's not any sense of longevity at all, and like in ancient ways of living. So it's really just transforming that mentality of what longevity is and how that actually is applied, and that's pretty much that energy. Again, the vitality is very, very important with the sun being in Capricorn. So you have to keep your blood flow or your life force intact at all times. In this, when the sun is below the hemisphere for us, as it seems, so to speak. So keeping your body active is important. So just do that with this Venus transiting Aquarius energy, right? And then the last aspect is the moon is going to square Neptune. So really just, like I said, focus on your health and don't do the overindulging thing, because you will regret it pretty much. So yeah, you see Neptune's in the 8th, moon's in the 11th. The friends are talking about going out to the bar and getting a drink and you don't want to do it, don't do it. Just it would be wise for you to really just trust your intuition and your what it is that you want to do at that moment in time. If that's like you want to fucking run on the treadmill and your friends want to go, like I said, out to the bar, there's a discrepancy. You got to do what you want, the individual to be, because again, your vitality, your life force is very imperative around this time. To keep so you can keep living. So 6 months from now, we won't be talking about the ailments that we have because of the decisions that we've made in these times of what they like to call depression or whatever words they like to use when it's cold. It's really just work ethic and being more practical and conserving your energy rather than expressing it so much to the point of it being depleted. Right. So yeah, it's find a balance with overindulging. Don't overindulge. Don't find a balance with overindulging. That doesn't make sense. Do not overindulge. Right. Focus this moment on creating. Maybe even like maybe if you're like thinking about creating an astrology software, do it. Why not? You should probably do that. Or instead of the bar, how about going to get a pedicure and get your feet done? Just take care of yourself, like in a more healthy way rather than a depleting way. So, do the Neptunian things that ignites the spirit, like meditate, put your feet in the grass. And so whether it's cold outside, you can do it for 2 minutes. Literally, just try it. It might literally wake your whole body up. Literally, you might be a walking zombie. You might not know it. But yeah, just really do the things that you love to do, and don't be in the sense of overindulging in that thing, and don't be stuck in fantasies and mythological stories or anthropomorphic stories that causes confusion and bickering with the ones you're closest to. And if that's them doing it, just walk away. Don't argue with idiots. You don't. What's that again? Chapter 38, verse 47, degree 27. Yeah. That's it.
Islam. And right after, and Brother Jag will come back, when we come back next, Ilawa Raphael, you guys see this moon is void of course here, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It's the last aspect that's being made, and it's for
14:08.
14:08
and 8 minutes. Yes.
Islam. So 14 hours and 8 minutes to be exact. So, and then Brother Jag will come back with us. You already know when we all present, as we do every Wednesday, right? We will be dealing with Luna ingressing Cancer. So, guys, basically between 7:07 post meridian or 1900 hours 7 minutes Eastern, right, till about 9:15 ante meridian Eastern, make no major transactions, guys. Because for that 14 hours and 8 minutes, Luna is void of course until it makes its ingress into Cancer. All right, my bros are awesome, and as always, do excellent. All righty. Any other questions, comments, and/or suggestions? I guess I can go and check this chat here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this
very briefly. What did you say, bro?
General opinion. I'm reading from here. There's no proof of truth, for the generality of men are ignorant. General opinion is no proof of truth, for the generality of men are ignorant. General opinion is no proof of truth, for the generality of men are ignorant.
Chapter. That is degree 38. Some will say chapter 38, minute 27, or verse 27. Correct?
Yes. Which is the soul of man. Chapter 38 is the soul of man. Yes.
Soul of man. Look at that.
Yeah.
Here's Solomon. All right.
Yes.
I know, right? Well, I checked that chat there. Thank you for those that actually interacted, Mother Ariel and Brother Al Nor Latif L. for Halo City Young. We appreciate you all. We look forward to seeing you Friday. All righty, guys. Unless you coming into the Jurisprudence Gym tomorrow, for those of you that have access to Jurisprudence Gym, like to see you guys on Friday with our impromptu improv, where I am Brother Aura and any of my bros that are gonna come and share, because it's impromptu improv, which is really kind of the foundation of what we do, man. We are definitely really natural with this improvisation when it comes to doing what we do, guys. And all the praise is due to balance, honestly, and supreme honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali and who I term Caliph, Charles Mosley Bay. Because guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing, even as of last night. I want to shout out to also for joining us, Mother Malika and Brother Keith, right? So to the mother and the beloved son, we'd like to appreciate, you guys coming on out. And for those of you that may watch Office Hours with Dr. G and watch that presentation from last night, and you may have some choice things you want to continue to add into the chat that you may want to express you being upset about, but feel free, go right ahead, because you got hate in your heart, let it out. So with that being said, guys, however, you want to ask us some questions, you want to know why we've done some things that we've done, why did we invite an Albion to speak on that platform? Don't the oral statements and prophecies say don't let the Albion speak from your rostrum? First of all, it's not our rostrum, and second of all, this was actually a means for you guys to see prophecy play on out. The European is helping me, why aren't you? All righty, so you might want to get to that. And the fact that Malika actually is demonstrating that which all Moorish mothers really need to be doing, and the fact that Keith is demonstrating that which most Moors need to do, period. So again, if you really go back and look at Office Hours with Dr. G, you'll see prophecy being fulfilled, actually. And guess what? None of us are saying we're Prophet Noble Drew Ali 50 Lamb or anything like that. We're just Brother Hassan, Brother Terrell, Brother Corey, Brother Sean, Brother Aura, right? That freely give you access to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Allow you to cash your natal charts freely on 7HealStar.com. Allow you to download some really vital notes for free, even though the people asked us to provide them what they need, but we just want to exchange. Okay. All right. There you go. And we always give full disclosure to what we're doing, right? Knowing that we're really worth way more than anybody can actually possibly afford due to our status and who we are. And I don't think there's I'm never actually bragging. I just think, if guys take it as harsh, brash, or he's conceited, we're going to probably investigate your ears, investigate your herds, and make sure that you can do what is necessary. And what's that word? Correcting your concepts, because I think you have it a little screwed up in your mind. It's just that the truth is stern, it doesn't change and it doesn't pass away. And I and my bros are living truth, period. Questions, comments, and or suggestions? Again, going twice now.
Yo, you could play that. You could play that.
I'm listening.
Play that Dave Chappelle form real quick, and then we can leave on that.
Oh, which one? Which one?
So they can let the hate out.
Yo, they might try to be like, we're gonna erase this part, because that's what I seen that many times we play those videos.
I just sent it to the chat to make it easier for you.
Oh yeah, really? Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, hold on. I got you. I got it queued. Hold on. Most people don't get access to the Instagram chat, the 7HealStar Astrology Firm Instagram chat. I'm trying to tell you, you want to talk about some exclusive. Oh wow, Brother Corey's already on it. Hold on, let me add my laughter to that too, bro.
If you have hate in your heart, let it out. If you have hate in your heart, let it out.
One more time.
If you have hate in your heart, let it out.
And with that, guys, we love you all so much, guys. Go to 7HealStar.com and make sure, guys, you go and sign up for our email list so you can get that email tomorrow, right? Tomorrow morning. I'm about to, as soon as I stop this live, I know me and my bros are going into some music theory, probably in a couple hours, but I'm going to go and empty these things out of my phone. But shout out to the good brother Hammurabi Bey of the Great Seal National Association of Moorish Affairs, also under the Sayaraha Mother Rashida Bey. You know, after getting in contact with Brother Hammurabi Bey, we've just been exchanging info and different things, and he shared a lot of pictures and videos. So I'm gonna move those to the Google Drive, right, and make sure that they're safe there. But I gotta get it out of my messages because you already know when you got them iPhones, you don't have no space. He's like, you know, you need to clear some of your storage, right? And it's like, oh, so that's what I'm gonna do. However, again, shout out to the elder, Brother Hammurabi Bey, and we appreciate making that connection with you also. And with that, any questions, comments, and/or suggestions going thrice? Be yourselves and donate. All right. So, on behalf of my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased, Brother Terrell Tamari Bey, Brother Corey Bey, Brother Sean Alim Mel, Brother R. Muaba Bey, and I, Brother Hassan Ghazio Bey. We thank you all. We love you all. And we say namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. Peace and love.
Be yourself.